What's up? What's
Hey,
up?
what's up?
How's it
Been a
going,
while.
man? I know
Good.
I haven't talked to you in a while, man. It's glad we're able to connect and make this work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start out by introducing myself. My name is Seville Hayes, or I go by 619 Sevs on all platforms. And here we got. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Nick.
My name's Nick. I go by Strong Fast Lean. It's yeah, I've been working out a while. You want me to just get into it, my story and everything?
For sure, yeah. Give us a little background, right? Give us your story, and then I have a question that'll kick off the
Oh,
rest of the conversation.
yeah, so I started working out. I was fortunate enough to start working out when I was young. My dad got me weights when I was 12. I started wrestling when I was 14, and that really taught me the right mindset towards working out, how to apply intensity. The competitive element really changed the way I worked out. And then joined the Marine Corps when I was 18. That was another level, of intensity that I had to learn as well. I started doing more distance running while I was in the Marine Corps, fought MMA while I was in the Marine Corps. And, my priorities changed, as I got older. Like it was all strength, and I wanted to get faster to be better at MMA, explosiveness. And then I, had a family. I have a wife and kid now, and I'm real busy, and I can't work out as much as I used to. And I got like a 50, 60 hour a week day job, and been doing that for 2.5 years now. And people ask me every day, like, "Whoa, you must live in the gym." It's like, no, man, I don't live in. I hardly work out. I mean, I do work out a lot. It's like brushing my teeth, but it's a lot of short bursts. And I just figured I'd start sharing what I do since I get so many comments on it, and just see where it goes.
Oh yeah, I like that. I find that interesting about your content, right, and your approach to training, right? It's different than what you see on the internet. I like it. I think in some forms, like when I had some clients in person, I would start them off by making it a part of your schedule, like fitting the gym in, or some kind of training in, right? Get to the gym. That's the hardest part, right? Finding the little spots in your day to fit in working out. And I like that you get it in any way you can, like whenever you can, and it doesn't take that much, right? Especially if you're consistently looking for times to train. So I think the question I have for you is how do you prioritize consistency over intensity in your training philosophy, and what strategies do you recommend for people who struggle with a regular gym schedule? I think you kind of went over a little bit, but let's go a little deeper into that.
All right, so first part, so how to prioritize consistency over intensity is really a lot of it is not that you can't learn it and it can't be taught, but it's intuitive. Like I know my body. If I'm really feeling slow, like if I go to pick up a weight and I know it just feels way heavier than it should, even after a warm up, I'm like, all right. I know if I go hard and just blast through like this, I could do it. I could get away with it maybe like once a week, feeling like that and blasting through a workout. But if I go like that all the time, I'm going to burn out. I'm as good a shape as I'm in. I burn out too. I have other things I need to put my mental and physical energy towards. So it doesn't mean I don't work out. It means it's going to be a shorter one. Just get it in, get it done, and then make sure I eat a lot. If I'm really feeling tired and I haven't been overeating as of late, I could do that. Same thing with sleep. Like, oh, I haven't been sleeping. I could work out hard one day, but I better get my sleep tonight if I wasn't able to sleep very well for the previous night. So it's kind of just knowing what you've been doing, being honest with yourself. If you've been out drinking and partying, obviously you can't recover as well. So yeah, maybe punish yourself with one hard workout, but not consistently doing that. You're gonna have to like prioritize recovery as you could do it, so you could get these, intense short workouts in. But because they're so short, I could always, get another in later in the day, or if I miss one, it's not a big deal because I'm doing so many of them that, let's say I miss one workout, that's like, you know, 10% of all my workouts. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's good. Like, I think as we get older and as we get more experience, like with training and stuff, you had a variety of different experiences in training, like at different points of your life. We start to understand like you don't need to kill yourself in the gym for it to be called a workout, right? Or for you to get some work. You can go in there and get your blood flowing, and then that's just as good as long as you're ready to get another one in. Be prepared for the next time. Uh, I was gonna. What I was gonna say next. Sorry, I lost track. Let me see. All right. So you do a lot of at home workouts and stuff like that. Uh, what do you suggest for people to do if they don't have any equipment at their house? I know you do a lot of push ups and dips and stuff. I know you can use some furniture and stuff around the house. Like, could you give us an example of a quick workout, body weight at
All right.
home?
By the way, so I mean, if you can, I mean, most people should be able to have a backpack they could load. They could carry that, use like a goblet, use that for like a goblet squat, or a box like a moving box. If you know, a plastic moving box, you can put stuff in. Especially if you like, if you care about getting it in, it's not going to be too light for you. You could do high reps. You could get results with high reps. I didn't even think I'd still be getting results with high reps. I thought, oh, I'm too advanced for that. And sure enough, I do high reps for a couple months. I'm like, man, I look leaner. I feel stronger. So you could still get a lot done with what you have access to. So like, you know, load a backpack with books. You could do squats. You could, you know, use it like a kettlebell, lunges. Uh, Another thing would be, you know, plyometrics, so explosive stuff.
Okay.
You know, I think it's called the Hyman principle, where the more, even if it's not a heavy weight, you could recruit a lot of motor units if you do an explosive movement. So you're still training those fast twitch fibers in a way. It's not like you're going to become a world champion powerlifter just by moving really fast, but it still does a lot towards your goal of being stronger, especially if you don't have equipment. So definitely push-ups, air squats, jumps, and then, you know, sprints. I'm sure anyone could find a stretch of ground where they could sprint.
Yeah, and you can make those harder. You can make all three of those harder
Yeah.
by doing different variations of that. Uh, I've actually I enjoy your content too because I find myself like being short on time where I have to get like a 10-minute workout in, 15-minute workout in, and some I do some stuff at home here, but like even at the gym, like I have to optimize like my time. It's like, all right, I got 10, 15 minutes. All right, if I'm hitting chest, I need to hit a press. I need to hit a fly, and then I need to, you know, I'll do like a burnout, something like push-ups at the end to burn out, and I get in and get out, that's actually satisfying. And even the workouts that I see you do, I think the average person when they work out, they want to remain functional. I think out of all the different types of training that I participated in and I learned, like I'm at the stage of my life where I want to be functional more than strong. Like I know I'm strong. Like that's like a no brainer. But I find myself doing more isolateral stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to start incorporating more Bulgarian split squats and things like that. I think I'm gonna start doing. I've already started doing barbell
Yeah.
complexes. I got like a teak bar off of one of those little sites that people resell their junk. You know, that's just as good as any equipment. Like you can find equipment on discount anywhere. I suggest you grab it. I got a pair of 25-pound dumbbells. Like I'm huge. People might not think that I could make those work. You can make 5 pounds feel like 500
Yeah.
if you try hard enough. You know. Um, all right. What is your go to exercise? I see you do a lot of different things. What is your go to?
So, so lately, right now, I've been really into let's go. So front squat loaded like reverse lunges, just because I want to get my, you know, legs stronger again. I don't have a squat rack, so and I have a barbell. I have the privilege of having a barbell at home, so I could do those. And I can't get a very heavy weight over my head on my back to where I'm actually doing a good set of, like, you know, 12 rep squats or 8 rep squats. But if I, you know, do isolateral move or bilateral movement, I'm kind of loading way more on one leg than I could on two legs with just the barbell. I can't clean and press, you know, 300 pounds. That'd be cool, but I can't. So, and that's just something I've been doing. Also, it's like working a lot of balance. I like doing that movement just because it feels like a full body movement. I got to clean the weight up every time. I feel like I'm I'm fatigued all over. I'm winded. I'm like, that's one of the few workouts or few times when I work out where I'm like, oh, like, when's this set over? Like, I'm counting. It's like I just want it to end, and I like that feeling I get from there. I could do it with other movements too, but lately that's been my go-to because for my goals, that feels like the most dynamic and most, you know, focused on strength as well.
For sure. And then that's one thing I noticed too. Like now these days, like lifting heavy weights, like I can lift heavy weights for like 45 minutes, an hour before I'm like done. But when I start doing like a full body, something that requires like muscle recruitment throughout your whole body and stuff like that, I get gassed like quick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I call it, I'm doing functional training, but it's more like athletic training, right? Because I compare it to my time as an athlete or something like that. And I'm like, these things will get me closer to that, versus just going to the gym. And because lifting heavy weight is fun. You posted a video about that. That is fun. It's addicting, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you pick it up, you're like, oh yeah, I didn't think I could do that, and I actually was able to do it. Um, how do you find time? I know I've seen you working out with your kids and stuff too. Here's my daughter right here. She just
Nice.
woke up from a nap. We just woke up from a nap.
Uh,
But how do you find time to work out with your kids, and you get them to enjoy it and see that you're working out and stuff and make it like a lifestyle thing?
I just do it around them openly. I'm like, yeah, I'll play with you. Just let me knock this out. Like I think I posted one today. He was squirting with a squirt gun for fun. Just I knock it out in front. I let them see it to where it's like it's part of a lifestyle. They see me working out. I know, he'll want to do it like me. He wants to, copy what I do, and I just expose him to it. He's like, oh, dad's doing that, and then maybe he'll click something, and he's already asking me like, hey, daddy, can I work out? I'm like, yeah, I'll put him up on the pull-up bar, or he'll pick up my 5 pound plate and start doing goblet squats. But so doing it openly with them, not like making it feel like they're, is more important than them, like I no, but like, just let me knock this out and I'll, play with you. Other thing I do is I do a lot of, you know, more early morning workouts. So when I get up before I go to work, it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to do like a burnout set of push-ups or to grab the weights. Literally, like that's why I got the idea to start posting. It's like I don't think people are doing this. It didn't seem so crazy to me, but I'd be walking from my front door to the car to go to work. I'm like, I have 2 minutes. I could do I could knock out 2 sets or 4 sets of pull-ups or dips or whatever I want to do that day, and like that'll be what I do for my workout, how I look and perform the way I look, the look of like, oh, you must live in the gym. It's like, no, it's literally like brushing my teeth. I said it's an intense, 2 to 4 minutes, but I get it done.
Yeah, and that is great to show people that you don't have to. You don't even need a gym membership. You can get
Exactly.
a couple of things right that's more affordable to have at home, or and then time too. Like we make excuses for ourselves, right? I
Exactly.
think when I watch your content, it kind of like it's like it makes me where I can't make excuses for myself. It's like you can do push-ups anywhere, right? You can go walk anywhere. If you have a 15-minute lunch break, you can go find somewhere to do pull-ups or something like that. You can get it in if you wanted to get it done. You could find some way to get it done, and I think that's really good. I want more people to see your content. I like that idea, and I like it's like you're doing it you're every day and you're posting in all these different scenarios and you're getting work done and it's kind of encouraging to people to where um, they don't need to do like a full bodybuilder workout. They don't need to do
Exactly.
any of these super overcomplicated stuff that they see on the internet and stuff like that. If you keep it simple, you keep it simple. Like leave the advanced stuff to the more advanced people. Even people that are advanced, I think you're well versed in training and stuff like that. You can get it done with simple
Exactly.
exercise.
I think the biggest thing too is what's holding a lot of people back from knocking it out with the time that they have is they think it won't work. It's like, oh, that's not enough time to do anything, or why waste time doing that? It's just 5 minutes. Why not wait till I get to the gym? It's like, well, number one, that's your excuse. You're not going to get to the gym. You're too busy. That's been your problem. Speaking to a certain audience here, and
Yeah.
then two, like that, it's going to add up. Like, and that's what I'm trying to share. Like, it really adds up when you just knock it out. Obviously the longer workouts are more fun too. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just wait till I do that long workout. It's like, no, if you're really trying to get in shape, just get it in with the time that you have and it will compound if it's intense. I didn't know, you know, I would still be in this kind of shape. I was kind of worried because like I started working this job and 50, 60 hours a week with commute, got my family and everything. And I'm like, oh man, I'm going to get out of shape. And then here I am 2.5 years later, actually having gotten in better shape because I guess it was a new stimulus, or I'm sure there's some science that I don't understand, but I'm actually feeling and looking really good. And it's like, Like I'm like, oh, man, this is we're up. You know, share this with people.
I should have took a page out of your book when I started working after college. Like I gained like I gained a lot of weight. I gained like another 30 pounds after I graduated. So like that was one thing. Like, and then it's comparison, right? I don't. It may be a mental thing, but for me, it was like when I was working all those hours, and you don't think about it. You think like you're focused and you're driven in this certain aspect of your life. You think like, oh, that's it. You just shift from being an athlete to working hard, right? I'm putting in all these hours. I'm doing something with my time, but then you're neglecting like the physical aspect. And even when I did work out, right, it was like right when COVID happened. I would go run and go jog. I bought a kettlebell and try to get stuff, and I was like, oh, this isn't. I felt like it wasn't enough because I wasn't getting the same stimulus as I was as an athlete. So that kind of discouraged me. But I also I worked out, but I was eating like an athlete
Yeah,
versus like the amount of work and calories I was burning and putting in were completely. It was a huge offset. So it's like that's a good thing. It's like you can get it done with a little bit of time, but also being mindful of what how much time you have and where you're putting your time. You know,
yeah.
um, what are your future goals like goals with this? Now that you're posting content, did you ever want to get into training or helping other people with their
Yeah.
journey? You know, yeah,
Yeah.
explain.
So right now I'm just sharing what I know how to do, seeing what audience I could get. Growing up, everyone told I saw you post a similar video. People always ask you for workout advice, and you know, I wish I had become a trainer when I was younger too, because it's something that I intuitively knew a lot about. I liked, you know, and I think I was just scared because of you know, I took a certain level of people skills that I, you know, didn't feel like I had at the time. But now I'm in a sales management job doing pretty good. And I'm like, man, I could have just applied this effort towards, you know, being a trainer or something I'm passionate about that I know a lot about, not just communicating, you know, I'm not just a Google doc just telling you like, oh, here's a workout. I was like, no, I could explain the mindset, how to develop the mindset to get results. Because anyone could go download a program, you know, it's how are you going to make that program fit into your life? What adjustments do you need to make to the program or to your life, your schedule, things you got, little things that get overlooked by people if you just kind of jump in and start trying to work out. So right now, just sharing what I do, why I do it, seeing what kind of audience I could gain. I still got my day job. It's more like an all day job. So like just trying to, you know, see what people think of what I share and take it from there.
For sure, you definitely can offer a more practical way, right, of attacking your whatever their health goals
Yeah.
are. You know, I think you I think it is something good that you I can tell that you're good at it. I can tell that you're knowledgeable. Just me, based off my experience, I can see it in you, stuff like that. And I know a little bit about your past, right? All the stuff that you've done, right? Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to see you gain clients and stuff like that. I'm gonna start pursuing more clients and stuff like that too. And if we're ever in the same town, man, we definitely got to get a workout in,
Yeah.
get some wrestling and stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I've been having the urge. I haven't punched anybody in the face or been punched in the face. So like there was like a punching bag the other day at the gym. I was like hitting a punching bag. I'm like, oh, this is like fun cardio. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not like the other cardio running and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be fun, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I haven't wrestled or fought or anything. I did a one semester of junior college at Palomar after I got out of the Marine Corps, and that was the last time I rolled or fought or anything. And it's like I have an itch, but also like where my, you know, I have to put my time, and I haven't been down in San Diego in years, but I'm just, you know, maybe one day I'll get that. Are you down that way?
No, I'm up in Seattle, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
up in Seattle right now, and I actually started doing jujitsu up here.
Ah, nice.
That's good. That's good. Like with all this wrestling season, right? The NCAA just happened. I'm like, man, like it gives you if you haven't competed in a while, you get that itch for to compete in something, right? So it's like a testing yourself, right? And
Yeah.
then it also reinforces that drive for working out or whatever. I got away from it a little bit, and I'm like, oh, this is what it is, you know. Now you know this is what it is, like a drive to compete, and I understand what you said, that itch, and then but prioritizing like your schedule's like, oh, it doesn't really fit in. that doesn't really fit in and stuff. It's like hopefully you could in the future you could find time to fit it in, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up? What up? I will. I will. I haven't been to slow. I was looking at a comment. I haven't been to slow in years, man. I do need to take a trip out there. Where are you at right now in the world? I'm talking to you, Nick.
Oh, I'm in the Palm Springs area.
Palm Springs. Okay. How's it out there?
Hot, man. Actually, that's a when it heats up here, I'm gonna make some videos. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I like running in like the heat is like 100 to 120. I go on runs. I have like a sauna suit I use and see how long I could go before taking it off. And I don't push it to where it's too dangerous. I wouldn't endorse that, but it's just one way of pushing myself because I don't have I can't don't compete in MMA or wrestling, and it's just something I like to do to just kind of get it out of me. Like how far could I push it?
No, it's cool. I understand. Like anybody that would go choose to wrestle and go choose to do MMA and go choose to be in the Marine Corps, it's a little off, man.
Yeah,
It's a little off.
yeah.
I understand it. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like torture yourself. It's like I was like, it's good. I understand. I do it a little bit sometimes from time to time. That's good.
It's like
Oh yeah, post it. I want to see some crazy
I
shit like
will
that.
definitely like just once it heats up, like because I started this posting like a couple months ago. It was like late the fall of 2024. So now it's starting to heat up, and I'll be sharing what I do in the summer here, and yeah, I get my sauna suit. I'll be like, hey, probably could make some comments like, man, you're so dumb doing that. I'm like, I already know it's coming, but I've been
Yeah,
doing it
right. If
before.
you hydrate and stuff like that,
Yeah,
I can't wait. The weather out here is bipolar. Like yesterday was really nice, or not yesterday. The day before was a really nice day, and then yesterday it was like a storm. And like, but when it's nice out, it's nice out. So I'm gonna try to be posting more outdoor workouts. Like I had an idea of like taking my barbell and the bumper plates to like we have a park down here with an open field and just doing an outdoor workout like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I enjoy that. I miss that about California, like being able to get outside and do your workouts outside, you know? I can still do it out here, but I guess I'm too much of a bitch to go out in the rain and work out in the rain. I should do it, right? To make myself tough,
But
like
it'd be
David.
fun. Yeah, just don't slip with the weights or anything. That's one thing I'm mindful about with because I'm actually kind of working out in loose gravel,
Hmm.
and I'm like, so I'm just mindful of like rain. I like rain. I like wind. Actually, the wind's kind of, I don't know if you've seen in some of the videos, but the wind's actually blowing me with my barbell on me. I'm like, man, I'm not just gonna not work out, but I'm like, I enjoy the wind when I'm running, but when I'm lifting, I feel it pushing me. I'm like, man, that's a little irritating, but you know, just getting it outside, inside, whatever, man, like just getting it
Oh
done.
yeah. For sure, for sure. I actually ran in the rain a few times, and it's actually good. Like, cause once you get your body temperature up, like then you're golden. You know,
Yeah.
let's go outside and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Particular,
Not. All right,
that,
all right, man.
man, but like, no, have you ever like competed in powerlifting or anything, or?
No, I want to, man. I want to do a few things, and there's all this stuff I see I want to try. Like all the things that I wanted to try, I want to try. Um, like she's wearing my shoes. I want to do powerlifting. I want to do a bodybuilding competition. Um, you know, jujitsu. I'm in jujitsu now, so I've competed one time in jujitsu, and I like it. I plan on competing again towards the end of the year. You know, if it all works out. You know what I'm saying? I do gi.
Oh,
I want to start training no gi.
yeah,
I but I like gi. I like gi, and then I want to start doing no gi. That it's fun.
yeah.
You know,
I don't
like
like it. So bad at it.
you don't like what
Gi.
gi? Yeah, that's what I liked. It was like completely different from wrestling. Like when I first started, it like gi. I mean, no gi is close to wrestling. Like I competed in no gi without even training it, and I basically just wrestled the whole time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So when I first started jujitsu, I wanted to try something new. So then I went for the gi,
yeah.
and I really enjoy it. It slows it down a lot. You know.
A lot more. I had to learn a lot of new things doing that.
Yeah, I learn a lot of new things. Learning not to, you don't need a lot of explosion and stuff like that. Um, the biggest things is our submissions and chokes and stuff. Where and being comfortable on your back, like pulling guard and
Yeah,
so I'm learning a lot of that, a lot more of that stuff now, and I wish I could do it more frequently because then I pick up stuff naturally. I think grappling comes to me naturally, but if I was able to do it more often, I think I would see like a lot of growth.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, right here, my guy Pedro says next week starts wrestling movie. Oh yeah, if you're watching this and you have kids in the Seattle Tacoma area, there is gonna be a camp, mini camp this Saturday. You know what I mean? So anybody watching that has kids that hasn't signed up, would you your kids? Are you considering putting them in any kind of wrestling or anything
Want
like that?
to? I want to get my son exposed. Like he's because I have one son and his cousin get it.
Hold on, it cut out. It cut out a little bit. What did you say?
I have one son and his cousins are always around too. So they like I roughhouse more with my son, and he's like really starting to catch on to it.
Yeah.
I do want, yeah, I definitely want to expose him to it. I don't want to push him into it. I was fortunate enough to where I got into wrestling, MMA, like all on my own. Like I wanted to do that. I had an itch to compete in that capacity, and I want him to have an interest in grappling and wrestling so he could love it the way I did. So I'd want to, nudge him, like get him to try it. But if he likes it, awesome. I hope he does because it's no other sport like it.
There's no sport in the world like wrestling. It's like I got into it late, man, and but I picked up on it naturally because I had brothers and stuff. So you did some form of it, like right roughhousing and stuff like that, or whatever. But it's something about it that it kind of one. It's like I don't know. It makes you more disciplined and more in tune with yourself and stuff like that, and about the outcome, right? Like because wrestling is a sport where somebody's imposing their will on you. And the only way to get it to stop is for you to be disciplined enough to train in a way to where you could have some kind of control over the outcome, right? And it's all on you. It's like if you lose, right? Like people get upset about losing, right? Well, in wrestling, like you only can blame yourself, and if you really are upset about losing, then that would reflect in your training and stuff like that. You would try to do something different,
Yeah,
like as much as you can, and I like that. Um, I like that about it. It's like you're working on yourself. It's teaching them to work on yourself, and it's like if you want to win, or if you want to dominate, then you got to do stuff that the other people aren't doing, right? When they're not looking and stuff like that. Like I always like think it's dope when I see people with mats in their house for their kids and stuff like that. Like that's dope. I was thinking about getting my baby like they got the little foam bench
yeah,
bench press with plates and stuff. I was thinking about getting her that because when she sees me doing push-ups and stuff, she'll come down and start doing push-ups, or she likes to try to pick up the dumbbells. Like she can't pick it up; it's like 25 pounds, but she likes to try to pick it up and like she'll make muscles and stuff like that. And so I
yeah,
was like, okay, yeah, like all right, like and it's not pushing her into any of the stuff. I just want to have it around her. So if she naturally gravitates towards it and stuff like that, then that's a good start. That's good enough for
exactly.
me.
Yeah, he goes up to the barbell and she's like, "Oh, I can't do it." I'm like, "You might one day. You just gotta, work at it." And then
Mhm.
that he has a comfortable interest around it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can catch yourself there.
Oh, no, no, don't grab it. Don't grab it. Say hello.
Uh,
Oh,
She
hi.
said no. She said no. She's out of here. Yeah. All right, man. It was good to have you on. Thank you for coming on. And in the future, we'll definitely follow back up and talk more, man. Like talk more about it and see the progress and stuff. I'll update you on my training. I appreciate you coming on. I'm inspired by what you're posting and stuff like that. You made me start getting down and doing push-ups because that was my entry into working out. Push-ups, doing hundreds of push-ups like every day before I knew anything about working out. Right? It was just push-ups, and that's you can develop. you can develop your chest very
Yeah,
well. You can develop your body very well with just doing like body weight stuff or doing stuff that requires little to no equipment. Uh, I started doing push-ups every day. I started, buying more stuff. This is my little get up right here, right? I got dumbbells. I just bought this right here so I could start doing my little Bulgarians and stuff like that, working on that. I got some kettlebells and stuff like that. I acquired this stuff over years, right?
yeah,
Over years, buying like one thing here, one thing there. And if you're into fitness, you're just gonna naturally accumulate some stuff. I definitely got the dumbbells and stuff for secondhand off of online because that makes the most sense. You don't need shiny new
exactly.
equipment.
It's a it's a weight.
Rust. That's how, man. I actually like gyms that are like that, man. Like, cause those are some of the first gyms that I was able to have access to, right? The gyms with the rusty weights and the torn little pleather on
Yeah,
the seats and stuff is scratching you right on your back when you're trying to bench or something like that. It's like that because it's all about the work. It's not about looking cool or
yeah,
it's not about no, everybody's there trying to better themselves. That's one of the things that attract me to the gym. Is like everyone there is trying to better themselves, no matter where they're at or where they started from, stuff like that. It's people working on themselves.
yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
exactly. Yeah, I still use the weights my dad got me when I was 12. Those
Oh
are,
yeah,
I still use.
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's dope, man. I remember back in the day, you showed me a picture of your dad. Like, your dad was jacked, man. Your dad is jacked. Is it frozen? Oh, it's frozen. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let me see. Give it a couple more seconds, and if it doesn't unfreeze, then I think we're gonna call it. Let's see. All right, I guess that's the end of the live stream, man. We got to end it abruptly. Thank for everybody that came and watched, man. I appreciate it. Peace. Have a good night.